The one thing that people should pay attention to in a society is understanding that a lot of these events that happen is not by chance. It's actually the fact of the matter that they're happening for a specific reason and that it's not a coincidence. With this being said, it's crazy how society is getting those that have an understanding, those that are religious or those that are very spiritual, such as myself, have an understanding that we are in the ninth inning. The Most High makes no mistakes, and that the devil is gathering up their troops, gathering up his troops, and all these different things are happening for a reason. Subtle reminders in society will tell you that, and that's the reason why you believe certain people are weird, or they're doing certain things, or giving credence to the devil. It is for itself, but the conversation goes deeper than that. I'm not here to scare you. I'm not here to make these judgment calls and trying to be a quote unquote conspiracy theorist. It's just about me put two and two together and me analyzing these different things, and hopefully more people can understand why I'm analyzing these different things or events. With that being said, we have an understanding that one of the driving forces in America is government, and that a lot of these politicians that's in place, they have certain agendas, guidelines, and all these different things. Now, we've been able to see the tenure of someone like Joe Biden, Kamala Harris be able to take shape, as well as the controlled opposition, Donald Trump taking force, and about how many times that it's been the narrative that the government does not want to see Donald Trump come back into office, even with the Republican primary and all these different things that's taking place for a lot of these candidates to want to pitch what their agenda is for the new America past 2024. But with that being said, I wanted to bring something to your attention, or for something to think about as we go forward in a society. Now, with this being said, a couple of days ago, there was an article that came out that said Kamala Harris is ready to take over if Joe Biden is not fit to be a president to the country anymore. As we already know, Joe Biden is in his 80s. Kamala Harris is actually fairly young. She's in her 50s. And the thing about it is that this has been an ongoing thing that I've understood for a long time, in which I started to really snap my fingers to it and put the thought process in my head. It makes total sense now. Now, my theory is this. My theory is that Kamala Harris is probably suited to take over as the monarch for the U.S. society going forward. And the fact of the matter is they have no problem, and they're trying to proliferate the woman to be in the holding position of running America. And why do I say that? So many different things that's brought to the table that will give you sufficient evidence that this is true, as well as understanding that those that's in the back seat playing the role of running American society, especially from a spiritual sense, is someone like Nancy Pelosi and Barack Obama, for lack of a better term. And more so than not, a lot of date coordinates will show you, and this is why I will say, especially to myself, to learn more about numerology, as why this is very important to understand this. Now, the thing about it is, the last time we could remember this, Kamala Harris actually held office as a president for only an hour and 25 minutes. 1 + 2 + 5 gives you what? And with that being said, it was around November 19th, which is the 323rd day of the year. Now, this is all just speculation. I'm not here to, really, I would dig deep into it, but I just want to give you a thesis to my statement. Now, if we pay a little bit more close attention to this, a lot of these numbers and a lot of these dates coordinate and they make sense. I'll let you be the judge of that. I'll let you understand why is it that I'm pointing to these different things, and why it's very important for us to have a concept or a thesis to why it's so important of them wanting to get Kamala Harris in position to take over, because Joe Biden is senile. He's not fit to be president, especially in his 80s. But the one thing off of that, besides that whole entire thesis that I'm making, I have not understood why they decide to put usually boomers in position of being the president instead of adequately younger people to be president. someone that would be in their 40s, that would be in their 50s. Usually, a lot of the time, the candidates that they hold in high regards are usually in their 70s and 80s. Why is that? Is it quicker for them to be out so that they can get someone more in charge and stuff like that, or someone who cannot be easily manipulated in order for the US to keep going along with their agendas? Just food for thought. Make sure you give your thoughts in the comment section. Remember to like, share, subscribe. Peace.